Let's talk about AirTags for travel. With growing concerns over lost luggage and delays at airports, you might want to try using Apple AirTags as a luggage locator or tracking device on your trips. There have been several times where our luggage has been lost in transit and not returned to us for more than a week. Each day, we'd contact the airlines. It was so difficult to get a straight answer of where our bags were or when we would be getting them back. So, what is an AirTag? In April 2021, Apple introduced this new device designed to geolocate anything you want. You digitally connect or pair an AirTag to your Apple ID and personal phone or other Apple device. Then, physically attach that AirTag with the item that you want to track. While using an AirTag doesn't prevent our bags from getting lost, at least we know where our checked luggage is, which makes a big difference when you're traveling. Once we arrive to our destination, we can know almost immediately if our bags didn't arrive. Then we can head straight to the baggage agent and get the lost luggage reporting process started right away. This means less waiting in line if others on our flight have the same issue. We can communicate our bag's location to the airlines, which can potentially speed up the process of getting our luggage back. Finally, rather than waiting in limbo and calling the airline for an ETA each day, we can also use AirTags as a personal tracker for luggage until it's returned to us. So what do you need to know about AirTags? With almost 2 billion Apple devices around the world, the AirTag is constantly pinging off of all these devices. This is what gives Apple an almost precise sense of where your AirTag is located. It's similar to how the GPS location of your smartphone works. They will be less effective in remote areas and more accurate in cities where there are more Apple devices nearby. Apple sends the GPS location information to your iPhone or iPad using the Find My app. In case you're wondering, it's not going to work on an Android phone. So, in addition to buying the AirTag to track luggage, you'll need to set up the Find My app. Also, an AirTag holder will allow you to attach the AirTag to items that you want to track. Depending on your usage, the replaceable battery should last up to a year. Once you've confirmed that you have a compatible iPhone and the latest iOS operating system, get an AirTag to pair and you're ready to begin. For detailed instructions, be sure to read our in-depth AirTags blog post. As a quick overview, step 1 is to pair your AirTag to your iPhone or iPad. Once you've gone through that setup process on your device, the Find My app will automatically open. You should immediately see the location of your AirTag on the Find My app and be able to adjust your preferences for receiving app notifications, etc. We recommend renaming your AirTags each time you use them on a new item to help with your tracking. For example, we name one AirTag Michelle's bag and the others Jed's bag when we're checking in luggage. Whenever you arrive at the airport, connect to a Wi-Fi network to get the most accurate location readings for your AirTags. A cellular data connection is apparently not as reliable, as we would sometimes get a cannot connect to a server message. Here's what it looks like when we arrived in Italy. We waited for about 15 to 20 minutes after we landed, connected to the airport's Wi-Fi, and then opened the Find My app. The bags were with us in Florence. The picture on the left shows that we were in the baggage claim and waiting for our bags. The picture on the right is the same location zoomed out and was taken as soon as we got our bags at baggage claim. AirTags provide more information than we used to have, but there are still some quirks you need to be patient with. We are glad we have them for extra peace of mind when we check luggage. For more information, check out our blog posts for in-depth details.